Welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, tag somebody in this video. So, a few weeks ago, I had a chance to co-host this basketball game at East High School. Y'all know my team lost. She didn't let me live it down. In other words, Miss Tasia's with me. What's going on with you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's good to see you too. I haven't seen you since then.
I know, right? It's crazy. I'm still a little salty that y'all beat us. Just a little bit.
It's okay.
See, I spared you though, because I didn't lace up and drop 30 in the second half. But it's all good.
But your team did a great job.
We did, but
sometimes good is not enough.
It's not. Oh, it's not. But
almost does not count.
It doesn't. But first of all, thank you for taking this time out with me. Very busy woman. You got a million things going on, including a new album and a new single that's getting ready to come out.
Yes.
So first things first, congratulations.
Thank you.
How'd that come about?
Well, I've actually been working on this project, Sweet Tea, for about a year now. About a year.
Which is my favorite drink, by the way. But like you were saying,
a little bitter and a little sweet. Yeah, so I've been working on this project for about a year. I moved to Chicago back in November, and that's really when I started to make new music for the project. So, yeah, it's just been a lot going on this year.
Yes.
And so it seems like when I think I want to drop it, I get to feel in some type of way, and I make another song that's, dedicated to whatever moment it is going on at that time for me. And so, and the process has just kind of been, an elongated process, but it's kind of worth it. I wanted to take my time, and life has been taking its time with me.
Yes.
Or maybe the opposite, not taking its time with me, or however you want to look at it. But yeah, so I'm having a lot going on in my personal life, and so. Yeah.
So, along with, the title Sweet Tea, first of all, take me back to that. What made you decide to name it Sweet Tea?
To name it Sweet Tea. Well, my name is Tasia Nichcole, so it is tea. And I used to call myself Too Sweet. I did. I used to call myself Too Sweet because I was actually the polar opposite. I used to be really aggressive, just like, hey, what's up, Chris? Like, that's how
I picked up on that as we was hosting.
Yeah, so it comes out, so I try to, restrain it because, whatever. And so, but anyway, so I used to call myself Too Sweet, but it's actually relevant to kind of who I am. Like I'm really sweet, but there's a lot of, there's sweet tea. The drink itself is like bitter, but it's sweet, and that's kind of how life is.
It's all sweet to me though. Just saying.
Well, that's if you like it with a lot of sugar, but you got to make the perfect sweet tea, and that's what I feel like. I am. I have a lot of different things that life throws at me.
Yes.
And just a lot of things that make me who I am, good and bad, and it's sweet. It's still sweet tea.
I was listening to one of your singles, Good Morning, actually, as I walked in here, and I do believe it's amazing. So take me through the concept of that single.
Thank you, by the way. That's one of my favorite songs off the project. The concept of Good Morning, I actually wrote that song almost a year ago to the day. It was like I wrote it early in the morning. It was like a motivational song. I was kind of in like a rough spot personally and financially, and I was just like, you know what? It was like my conscience talking to me, like, good morning to your youth. Good morning to that breath that's not going to make it past Colgate. So good morning to all of these things that does not matter, We got to make today today. And thank God, and I'm running for you at your best. I'm running for myself. I'm my own motivator. I try to self-motivate as much as I can. I get inspired by a lot of different things, but self-motivation is key. So when I hear that song, and when I wrote that song, it was me motivating myself.
So what was it like for you, going through that Good Morning / Sweet Tea process?
What you mean? Like
in terms, because I do know everybody has those bad days. Then again, everybody has those good days. So what was the thing that just kept you going and said, okay, you know what? I have to get this done because this project is going to be amazing.
Okay. Well, like I said, I try to self-motivate, but I get inspired a lot in life. So just seeing the people I know, work hard and still going after their dreams, and then I always try to imagine, okay, so if I would decide to do something different outside of entertainment, music, or acting or something like that, where would I see myself? And would I see myself being happy?
Yes.
And the answer is yes, because I feel like no matter what happens in life, period, I have to find a way to make myself happy. So something could happen to tomorrow or right now, and I wouldn't be able to sing a lick. I won't have no fingers to write a song, and I would have to find a way to be satisfied with life.
Yes.
So that's what I try to do. But I do love music, and that's something that I want to pursue. or that I am going to pursue and I am currently pursuing. So, good morning. I don't know if I'm answering the question, but good morning to me is just inspiring and trying to stay inspired by the people around me and keeping that energy around me. And like I said, motivating myself is what inspired Good Morning and Sweet Tea.
Yes.
And myself, just because it is me.
So take me back to the beginning stages. What made you decide to start singing?
I started singing in the 5th grade. We had to sing the song by Mariah Carey, Hero.
Yes, there's a hero that comes along.
It's a hero that comes along.
They didn't want me singing. I totally was screwed up.
You know what? They didn't want me to sing it either. And I love that song. And I really love that song. But it was but I already had another solo. So they felt like, back in the day, they be trying to divvy it up.
Yeah, they do.
They trying to make it even and fair. And the young lady that ended up doing it, she did a great job. I really don't remember. But, yeah, so after I did that, and I was like, dang, like, I was really scared. I had, like... I was horribly terrified to sing in front of people, but I still wanted to do it.
Yes.
And to this day, I really get uncomfortable sometimes putting myself out there.
And most people would not even know that.
Yes, a lot of people would know that, but I've come a long way because they used to be horrible for me. But in high school, my choir director, Miss Hildak, she always supported me and she always encouraged me to continue to pursue music. And so yeah, music has always been around. My grandfather was a singer, and it's just it's just in me. I mean, there's nothing in particular that's just like, what made you want to do music? I just always have.
So it's always been in you, and it's always been a part of you.
Yeah, in one form or another, it's always been a part of me.
When you look back at how it was when you first started, what has been your biggest accomplishment up to date?
In my career?
Like in your, singing career from when you first started to where you're at now, what do you think was your biggest accomplishment?
My biggest, hopefully you edit that part.
I love how she said bigly and tried to make it seem like she didn't say that. That was perfect.
My biggest accomplishment has to be, okay, this is most important to me. So I've worked with a couple different people, and I've met a couple different people, which is awesome, and I don't want to take away from that. But the biggest accomplishment has to be my skill has gotten so much better.
Yes.
My writing skill, I used to not feel comfortable to write. And I used to write when I was in middle school, and then I stopped because I would get so nervous that somebody would find my notebook and I had notebooks full of songs, but I had so much anxiety that somebody would just read it one day. And I'm a forgetful person, so I will always leave it in my locker or on my desk. And somebody would find it, and I'll be like, oh, I know they read it. They know how I feel. And so, yeah, but I've come a long way. I can write just about any genre. I feel like I can write for people now, and that's really what I'm trying to get into, is writing for other artists. And so that's what I have to say.
Vocally, who are some of the artists that have inspired you?
The artist that has inspired me: Prince, Michael, Janae. That's really difficult because Luther is my favorite singer of all time. I come from that's where I was brought. I was brought up in the Luther, the Patty, the Pebbles, that era with that type of. It wasn't as many runs as they would belt a little bit, but they would just sing it from a different place. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Especially because Luther would always go like he would extend his like I'm not gonna try because it's gonna sound crazy.
But just like the way he would sing, but I mean I'm not the most confident singer vocally. I know I can't sing.
You have a strong voice though.
It's like when I find myself being confident, when I find myself being openly confident, I find myself feeling like more pressure, and it makes me not want to be confident no more. And it makes me not. I feel like in the music industry, especially dealing with other singers, when you congratulate yourself on any type of personal growth, like, oh yeah, I'm here. Somebody's like, no, that's not it. Don't compare yourself to him. Don't compare yourself. And I'm like, I'm not saying I'm Luther. I'm not saying I'm Janae. I'm not saying I'm any of them, but they have influenced my music and my sound. And so I love my voice, and I love that my voice is me. So when I write, it's personal for me. And I mean, I can't sing.
You can. And you mentioned personal. So I do know that someone is expecting one of the greatest gifts that God can give them in a couple months. So is it true?
Yes. I am. I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm with child.
For all the saved, sanctified, all that
with child
stuff. Yeah. Bam.
And this is my first. This is my first blessing. Maybe my first and only.
Yes.
But it's mine. And yeah, so I am expecting.
So when did you find out?
I actually found out maybe a week after I had a show in Cleveland. So this is like August. I found out in August. Yep, and I was doing a lot of performing at the time. I was working probably 12-hour days in the middle, 7 days a week, going back and forth to Cleveland, to the studio, for a show, for whatever the case may be, whatever situation. So, and I was doing a movie at the time. We were filming a movie, Love and War. So it's a really good movie. So I was doing all these things while I was pregnant, and I didn't even know I was pregnant.
So you had no idea you were pregnant, and you were still working like a workhorse, like crazy.
Yes. Yes, and yes, and yeah. But once I found out I was pregnant, it's like a whole 360 change. I was like, what? Life just stopped. So everything that was going on super fast just kind of like literally just hit a pause, and I was just like, oh.
So were you excited or were you really nervous? Or was it a combination of both?
When I found out?
When you found out that you were pregnant.
When I found out that I was going to be a mom.
Like, not one of those little play moms that be like, yeah, you know, that's my daughter. Like, this is real. Like,
it was more than just being pregnant. It was like, because being pregnant is one thing, but it's like, that's the first part to the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because right after you're pregnant, you're a mom. And I mean, even now, like, it's a lot of responsibility to make sure I eat, to make sure I'm drinking enough water, to make sure I'm thinking positive thoughts and I'm not stressed. It's just all things that you should be doing anyways to take care of yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like all of this pressure, and I'm like, wow, is that something I really want to take on? And so when I first found out, I was not happy. I wasn't happy. I was more so stressed. I was just like, you know, initially I was real depressed. It's no really other way to put it. I was depressed. I didn't know if I wanted to sing anymore. I didn't know how I was going to be able to sing. Or, you know, just, and when I say that, just being able to feel inspired to sing, motivated to sing, motivated to be out there, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I had let myself down. But, you know, that once I had accepted and I said, okay, I'm going to be a mom. I'm going to, you know, keep my child. You know, everything just kind of like, all right, well, I'm happy now. Do you feel that
you're...
I accept.
Well, I was just going to ask, okay, so now that you've accepted it, do you feel that you as a young mother, well, getting ready to become a young mother now, do you feel that that's going to stop your music, or is that going to help it out? Or do you feel that maybe this is a wake-up call that you have to now turn your work ethic up even more?
All of the above. Except the part where it's taken away, because I feel like so much has improved. My savings look a lot better than what it ever looked like before. My work ethic is a lot stronger than what it was before.
Yes.
And just like it puts I don't want to say pressure, but it just motivates the process. Like, all right, well, you got to really do it now because somebody's watching you, and kids will hold you accountable. You know, if they don't hold you accountable as a, you know, while they're little, they will when they're older. They'll be quick to tell you, like, you was just talking. And if it's my child, I know she's going to definitely do it.
Hilarious.
So he or she will definitely do it. So
do you want a boy or a girl?
I kind of already revealed it on accident. And that's the problem. I keep doing, but yeah. So it's pretty in pink. It's
hilarious. So we got a little Tasia on the way.
A little Tasia Nichcole. A little sweet tea.
A little sweet tea.
A little huggy.
Maybe her first song she'll listen to is Good Morning.
Yeah. She's definitely going to be hearing a lot of, and I want her to do that. I want her to hear me making music. I want her to be around that. You know, I want to make sure that she has opportunities to express herself creatively, and to have somebody there to help guide her, whether it's me, her father, a teacher, at the studio, whatever. Just I want her to be able to express herself creatively and have the confidence, and not be as tense as her mom is, you know what I'm saying, and a lot more comfortable, and just so I'll make sure that I cater to that for her. So
what was the response like from your people when you found out that, like, okay, so you obviously had to tell them that, hey guys, I have some pretty big news. I'm with child, I'm carrying a special life inside me. How did they react when they found out?
First person I told was my mom. My mom was the one that told me to go to the doctors, because I was convinced Walmart was selling broke pregnancy tests. I'm so serious. I'm like, Ma, this pregnancy, and I called her, I said, Ma, this is broke. And she said, what's that? I said, this ain't right. She said, I don't know. So I went to the doctors. Everybody was just like, it was kind of weird.
Yes.
It was weird. My mom was, she's been extremely supportive. She was like, whatever you can live with, I can live with. She always tells me that. If you can live with it, I can live with it. I got your back. Some people were just, I don't know. I mean, I got different responses from everybody. I mean, the people I told initially, my immediate family and close friends, they were all excited for me. They all helped actually get me through that time where I was just like, this might not be for me. I might have to exit stage left, or however you want to do that. So, but they actually encouraged me to get through that, and they encouraged me to tell me I could be a good mom, and things that I know I can do. And so so they were encouraging. But when the more and more people find out, I get like mixed emotions. They're like, oh, you're pregnant, oh dang, and I'll be like, what's wrong? I'm pretty good. I'm doing pretty good for myself. I mean, I'm not all the way there, but we surviving out here. I'm not.
So what advice would you give to, those young women that just found out that they're pregnant, but do feel this is not for me? They're going through a hard time accepting it. What advice would you give to them?
The advice I would give to them. I would tell them that if the people that make music, or just young women, period.
Young women in general, like, take away the artist side for just one moment. You're a young woman, it's, aspiring to do some amazing things, but now you have a child, or getting ready to have a child, and you feel at times discouraged. You're like, man, I can't believe this happened to me, and they're contemplating giving up on everything, including their child. What advice would you give to them?
I would tell them, have you accepted? Okay, because if you have not accepted this, and this is not something you want to accept, you do not have to receive. Depending on where you are, at in your pregnancy, you do not have to receive. But if you, if you accept this gift, you are responsible. You are responsible to get it together, and not just, and it's not just for you, but it's for that child too, because you have to be a walking example. You have to be that person where, when your socks get wet, instead of being like super mad about it, be like, oh, my socks is wet. Darn. You got to be that person that trips and falls in a puddle, and, try to find the optimistic side to things, So once if you're accepting that, you have to accept that. And it's not going to be easy, because for me, at least, it was something I wasn't ready for. It's something I wasn't planning on doing. Me and my child's father, we are somewhat on the same page. It took us a while to learn to communicate with each other, because we just had different views as far as what having a kid at all. So you just got to try to get on the same page as everybody else. But that doesn't even matter. Once you accept it, you accept.
Yes.
That's the thing. First off, if you accept it, baby girl, just accept. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, try to get on the same page with everybody, and try to be as compassionate, empathetic, and humble, and understanding to everybody around you, because a baby is not just yours, it's everybody's. It's yours, but it influences a lot of different people around you, immediate people around you. So it's just, it's a big responsibility. But if you accept, baby girl's trying to get to accepting. You're wasting time. You might as well get happy because you have no choice.
You don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
At this point, yeah. But it's amazing to, see that you're in good spirits. You continue to keep it moving. And this will continue to allow your music to move forward, correct?
Absolutely. So
what is it going to be like for you to juggle being a mother and an artist?
What is it going to be like? I don't know. I haven't done it yet. I plan on dropping music. I'm pretty decently far. I'm about 75% done with this little pregnancy here. And I plan on dropping a music video, Good Morning, which you saw a little piece of the filming that we had going on. You got to hear the song. So I'll be dropping that music video soon. And just dropping, like, I have some songs that's already pre-recorded, so I'll be getting those out there to the public pretty soon and just balancing it all. I'm really not sure how it's going to go, but just continue to do, it's not really like something I can, and I'm a planner, so that's like, difficult for me, but yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm not sure what it will be like, but I'm sure I will figure it the F out.
So once you figure things out, and once you juggle, not so much juggle, but once you figure out, okay, this is when I can record, this is when I have to be at home with my child and things of that nature, do you feel that is going to empower you to become a better artist?
Yeah, it's going to encourage. Yeah, it's going to empower me. It's going to be a better artist, a better mom. Like I said, music is personal to me. If I can't talk about things I can if I'm writing. My favorite songs for myself that I want to put out are are songs that I can feel. Sometimes it never even pertains to me. Like I can write a song about being in a happy relationship and be completely single.
Yes.
You're completely single, but I'm just in that mood.
And I hate when artists do that stuff. Like,
I do that often.
Now I'm curious. I'm like, wait a minute. You say that, you happy with somebody, et cetera, but then when you got brothers that's bold to slide in your DMs, you like, I'm not interested. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Now y'all throwing us mixed signals.
You're giving out mixed signals. You know what? But
so why do y'all do that? Now I'm curious to know why.
Because we're not throwing out mixed signals. Because I didn't signal you. I was turning right.
So you were turning right while brothers, well, not
I did. I was following the law. You know what I'm saying?
So
I was doing
me.
The law. I flicked my signal. I made my right turn because that's where I was going.
We need to be specific. Like, y'all need to be specific with us. Like, look, if you single, we need to know that.
Right. Okay. Well, I am single and completely uninterested. Completely uninterested
so
in Tom,
when they
Dick,
listen
and Harry.
to Sweet Tea and they hear you say I'm happily with such and such, we know good and well it's not right, because I'm pretty sure when this drops in areas they're gonna be like, well, I might have a chance, but after you just said you're not interested in nobody.
No, so that's all right. Stay out my DMs, please. Please. Thank you. No, seriously, please stay out my DMs.
Hilarious. Well, maybe somebody wants to slide into your DMs to find out how can they stay connected to you, when can they expect the album to drop, how can they purchase the single. So if somebody wanted to know that, how couldn't they do that?
Okay. Well, first, side note, I have some other things going on. And I'm going to be putting a website up pretty soon for it. I have a lip kit coming out.
Lip kit?
Yes. And it's going to have
I need to know about that, because clearly I'm a little rough at this point.
It's the winter time. So,
and I'm light skinned. I turn pale. My lips start cracking. It's just getting worse.
Me too. And I actually haven't been using it. I actually just ran out of everything. So I got to go rejuvenate. But a lip kit. So it's going to have a lip scrub, a lip mask, and a lip balm. I started thinking about this. I used to work for an MRD company, transport company. And a lot of people with like different illnesses or whatever the situation is going on, they would have severely cracked lips, cracked lips, to the point where, I mean, it was like, wow, it looks painful. So I wanted to find something that I could create a product that could help heal their lips.
Yes.
Not something that's temporary, but just can completely start to heal their lips. And especially in the wintertime, I don't know if it's just with black people, but me personally, my black family and my black friends, our lips are dry.
I know the feeling.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we just get a little bit ashier than other people. I don't know if it just shows more.
Those that don't necessarily have that much color, may not get as ashy.
They know, but it caters
we
to
suffer.
I suffer, you guys. So, but it's for everybody though. But my lip kit, OG lip kit. because I'm the Ohio goddess.
I love it.
But yeah, so that's something I'm working on too outside of music. So that's hopefully before baby girl gets here, that should be launched. You can find me on Instagram at the Ohio Goddess.
Where did you get that name from? Because now I'm curious.
The Ohio Goddess. Okay, the Ohio Goddess was created. Where did I get that from? That might have been self-proclaimed.
So you was just chilling one day, you was recording and said, you know what, I'm gonna call myself the Ohio Goddess.
I liked OG, and then it was like, because I feel like I put on for Ohio. I really do. I love Ohio. Whenever I go to another state or another state, I'll always make sure people know, like, this is the Ohio sound, or just the Midwest period.
Yes.
People, they put so much. They show so much love to down south and the West Coast, and it's like so many greats have came from Ohio. Like
yes.
so many musical, not just musical, but in this particular situation, musical talents musically inclined and talented people have came from Ohio. So yeah, and I feel like I'm a goddess.
So with you feeling that you're a goddess, do you feel that you're the best singer in this area?
Do I feel like I'm the best singer?
Yes.
No. I don't feel like I'm the best singer, but I feel like I'm one of the best artists.
One of the best artists.
Yes, because it takes more than just singing.
Yes, it does.
It takes way more than just singing, and it takes and that's something I'm working on too. Like I said, with my confidence, sometimes I'm like, dang, I'm falling short, you know what I'm saying? And especially performing wise, like for real, I fall short. I definitely fall short, but I'm continuously getting better, and
yes.
I want to work on it, you know what I'm saying? And I do work on it, so I'm not the best singer, but I'll write a song that can fit for me. So you may be singing, but I want to hear your song.
Yes.
You're going to want to hear my song.
I love it.
You're going to want to hear my song. So yeah.
We can find the Ohio Goddess on Instagram.
Yes.
Where else can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Tasia Nichcole, Nichcole. That is my name. There is 2 C's in my name, Chris, and I feel like we should talk about that. Nich Cole, but it's Nicole. Okay? That's how my dad wrote it, and that's how I'm going to spell it. And I want you guys to spell it that way too. So Tasia, Nichcole, Tasia Nichcole. You can find me on Facebook there. Snapchat, I believe it might be, because you can't change your Snapchat name. Whatever you initially had.
I don't believe that you can change it.
Yeah, so whatever, I think I made my Snapchat back when I had Too Sweet Ford as my name. So you might have to actually find me as T-O or T-O-O, Sweet Ford. So one of those, either T-O or T-O-O, Sweet Ford on Snapchat. I have a Twitter, but I'm never on Twitter. So follow me on one of those sites, and then I'll let you know once I get back on Twitter.
So your music will be available when?
Well, I have music available now, and that's the most important. YouTube. Go on YouTube. I have two of my own personal music videos up. I've done a couple different features. Those music videos are available on there too. I've done some of my favorite feature work with Blackface. He's an artist out of Youngstown. That's on YouTube. Tasia Nichcole, Nichcole, YouTube. That's the most important one. Please follow me on there, because that's what I'm going to be utilizing the most of.
Yes. If y'all haven't figured it out, she said YouTube, so make sure you guys figure that out.
YouTube, and then SoundCloud as well. You can always follow my SoundCloud, again, Tasia Nichcole. I have a project out on there that I wrote a couple years ago, my first project, Ohio Avenue. So yes. You can always find me on there. But I'm looking to expand from there.
Yes.
But make sure you follow my YouTube. Make sure you follow my social media so you can keep up with what I got going on. There's a lot of great things going on.
It is a lot of great things going on. Before I let you go,
okay.
Now I have to do this because you're the first artist that I've sat down with, and I'm just gonna ask you, can you give us a little sneak peek of Good Morning?
A little sneak peek.
Just a little snippet of Good Morning. Just a little bit.
Woo!
That's it? All right, I'm out of here.
Good morning to your youth, babe. Good morning to your breath that won't make it past Colgate. Good morning, superstar. Go get dressed. We gotta make today the day, and thank God for the year. It's been bliss. Boom, 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 boom. I'm running for you at your best. I'm running for you at your best. Yes.
Nothing else needs to be asked. I'm not even going to try and follow that up. Be sure to like and share this video and get out and support Miss Tasia Nichcole. The album is getting ready to drop.
And my baby.
And congrats to her.
Feeding our family over here.
Be sure to get Sweet Tea and download Good Morning. Make sure you go check her out on YouTube, SoundCloud. Make sure to like and share this video. Chris Gunther Show. See you next time. That was fun.
Thank you.